everyone. So we are going to be doing a new unit, new math unit using popsicle sticks this week. These are all lessons that you can expect that we'll be doing between me and my paras this coming week. You can also use these ideas to do homework with your kids, revisiting some of these activities. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to be needing is a sorting mat. You can always make one very simply. We are also using, of course, our popsicle sticks, our Build the Fence paper that we got in our white math folder, and some paper and pencil, and then cards and dice. Okay, so the first lesson is very basically sorting by color. This is a really simple and great way to get started. So we're going to be sorting by color, and I'm putting all my orange ones in one, my yellow ones, putting everything in groups of color. Okay, so once you have done that, you can go on to the next step, which is to count the piles. So at this point, there's always going to be a writing component that goes with the hands-on component. So at this point, your students can write the color. So I would go purple, and I would record the amount of popsicle sticks that are purple. Okay, so that is one step. You can also extend this by having them figure out which one has the least, record that, the most, record that, and then finding the difference between the two groups. How many more does the big group have than the little group? So we're talking about a little bit of subtraction as well. So that is the first activity. We can look at the Build the Fence. So this could be just a very basic hand-eye coordination. Sorry, sweetie, you need to go. Of just lining up the sticks up to 20. This could be counting by up to 20 with our sticks, making sure we're lining up all of our sticks on the Build the Fence ditto here. Then you can start talking about patterns and skip counting. So you can start to do 2 of one color, 2 of another color, and so on. And they can be practicing their skip counting by 2s, 5s, 10s, okay? Another thing you can do, another challenge, is finding the pattern. So you can just do an A-B pattern, you know, orange, purple, etc., and have them replicate that pattern. You can then extend that by doing a pattern and having them figure out what the next color would be in that pattern. So this could be done with the teacher, saying, okay, I've got yellow, orange, orange, yellow, orange, orange. What would be the next color in the pattern? Another thing you can do with this is that you can take turns having the kids be the teacher. This is always a great way to get them involved and excited. So they're going to come up with their own pattern, and then the rest of the class, the rest of the kids in the group need to replicate that pattern. Okay, so great stuff with that. We can go ahead and also do some geometry review. So using the projectors, our paras and I can show the pattern, the shapes the geometry shapes that we want them to do, or you can put it out in front of you so they can see. But basically reviewing our geometry shapes with simple triangles, more elaborate triangles with maybe two sides that are longer and one that is shorter, having them replicate those shapes, okay? All the way from triangles, different kinds of triangles, squares, different kinds of rectangles, pentagons, hexagons, and then they replicate that pattern with their popsicle sticks. Another thing that you can do, another one where again the student gets to be the teacher. So you can challenge the student to make up their own design. It could be any kind of design. You might want to limit it to a few different colors, maybe 10 colors, 10 sticks, and then the student makes a design, and then they get to be the teacher, and then the other kids have to replicate that design. Okay, so that's another activity that you can do. We can review our non-standard measures, units of measurement too with our popsicle sticks this week. So how many popsicle sticks does it take to go from one side of the desk to the other? See if you can have them estimate how many popsicle sticks it takes for them to get from one side of the desk to the other. You can have them measure their couch. You can have them put them on the floor from one side of the room to the other. You can also have them try to put them on their body and try to estimate how many popsicle sticks long their arm is. This is really great for balance and hand-eye coordination. So a lot of different ways that we can use these popsicle sticks to do non-standard units of measurement. A good review of our measurement skills. You can be using your cards and dice as random number generators. So for this one, greater than, less than, they will be picking 2 cards from their deck. Let's see what I have. I have a 7 and King. All of the face cards can be 10. So what's bigger, 7 or 10? You're going to use your popsicle sticks to create a greater than, less than, or equal sign. So 10 is more than 7, so we're going to be teaching them about greater than and less than. So they're making their greater than and less than with their popsicle sticks. Which one is the hungrier one? That means the mouth is going towards the bigger one. This would be, if it was 2 and 7, the greater than, less than sign would be facing the other way, and equal if they're the same. Okay, so that is another great one. Also, rolling the dice or using your random number generators from your deck, you will be doing tally marks. This is another skill that we need to learn. And so let's just say I rolled a 6 and a 4. Okay, so I have a 6 and a 4, so I'm going to go ahead and we need to be teaching them how to do tally marks. This is 4, and then of course the 5th one crosses over like this, 5. This is great for skip counting and for understanding 10s and 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, working with the popsicle sticks to do tally marks. So another one that we can do in terms of helping them with their skip counting and understanding 10s and 1s is having them group their popsicle sticks in groups of 2s, 5s, and 10s. So this would be just grouping them. You could use rubber bands if you want to. That also adds another tactile element to it. So if I pull 2 cards, let's say, and I get 7 and 4, That's 7 and 4, that's 13, so I can do it by 2s. I can do it by 5s, and then I can also do it by 10s for them to understand that numbers can be broken down into 10s and 1s. So for this one, it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm putting a group of 10 and then 1. So bundling the popsicle sticks into 10s and 1s. Really important skill for them to be developing right now. And I would just put a little rubber band on mine. And so bunching them so that they understand that this is the same as 110 and 1, 1. Okay, right? So, and then there's a bunch of different really nice OT, like hands-eye coordination and finger precision and grasp activities that we can do. This might be something you want to start with warming up with them, but this would be, let's have them make 1, 1, 2. They need to stack them on top of each other. Here's 3. This is all about number sense for them to understand that 3 means 3 objects, and challenging them to balance them. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on to 10. And this is tricky, and it's really good for their hand-eye coordination and finger strength, which lends itself to better handwriting. So again, we have the hands-on component for everything. We have the fine motor. Another one we can do is creating a structure using triangles. So there's a triangle that way, and then they're going to put an upside down triangle on top of it the other way, and continue to build this way and then the other way. Okay, how high can they go? They can do it with the triangle formation. They can do it with the square formation. Put 2 down, 2 across, 2 down, 2 across, and so on. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff that we can do and a lot of skills that they can be using with just their popsicle sticks, paper and pencil to record everything. So you have the hands-on component, cards and dice as random number generators, our build the fence ditto, and that basically sums it up. So I hope you guys have fun with math this week with Popsicle Stick Math, and we will see you next time.